Some of you may have heard this song, it's like on the internet, but it was like potato, 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 potato.
Hi, we're the Care Kids.
Our parents are crazy. They want to take us on a year-long trip.
They call it an empathy expedition.
We're traveling the states to discover what makes us united.
50 states and 52 weeks.
And I saw you, 'cause I wanna be like the wind. I wanna run with you. Oh, we can be wolves, howling at the great white moon. I wanna be by your side when you light up the sky for the world to see. Run, 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 run with me.
First thing we did when we went to Idaho was we went to the Potato Museum. We were just like driving to our camp, and we were just like kind of just looking at the road signs and stuff. And also my mom saw this sign, and it said Idaho's Potato Museum. Welcome to the immersive land of potato. And in front of the Potato Museum, there was a giant potato.
Where's Millie?
Millie, where are you? You can't see her. Here, have me to lift you up. There she is. So our uncle played basketball for Albertsons College of Idaho. Hi, Ryan. And he taught us the song. It goes like this, because we're from Idaho. Idaho, land where the big spuds grow. Can you sing with me? From Idaho, Idaho, land where the big spuds grow.
And they had some pretty cool exhibits in there, like a whole display of potato mashers, like vintage potato mashers.
That is one serious potato mash. Look at that thing. It's like 2 feet tall. Mash those taters.
It's the Guinness Record's world's largest potato chip.
Mills, that's bigger than you.
Whoa.
It's bigger than your face.
That's the biggest
your belly
chip.
We saw this big sign in the room, and it said Potato Lab. So we went in there, and there's like all these potato men all over. Mr. Potato Man?
Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head? He was like everywhere.
Mr. Potato Head? Did you know he was from Idaho?
No. But now I do know.
Just in case about your angry eyes. Is it Darth Tater or Vader Tater? Sure which? Yeah, Darth Tater.
We did make Mr. Potato Heads because there was a lot of those. My favorite part of the Potato Museum was the food because I really like potatoes. And they had really good potatoes there. I only eat potatoes in 2 forms, chip and fry. We're in Arco, Idaho. We are at Craters of the Moon, and we are gonna climb up the Inferno Cinder Cone, right? Is that the name?
I loved Craters of the Moon. It was really cool.
Pretty sure this is ground up lava.
There was like a bunch of wildflowers and stuff. It was really cool.
The lava tubes? Did you like the lava tubes?
We are at the Indian Tunnel, and we're going into a lava tube.
Are you nervous?
No, because we've been into lava tubes
We could do
before.
anything for 800 feet.
Bring 6 pillows, a mattress, and 5 blankets.
And then you'd hang out here?
And I could live in here.
And the next day we shadowed this family who owns a CrossFit gym. And one of their daughters can lift over her own weight. Hi, my name is Sadri Bell, and I am a USA weightlifter, and I'm 13 years old.
parents, they just kind of influenced me because they were constantly here at the gym, and I get to do it with my sister.
My name's Tambry Bell. I'm 11 years old and I am a USA weightlifter and CrossFitter.
A good squat, you need to keep your chest up because if your chest falls to the ground, so will the weight. So start with your feet like shoulder width apart, not too close or not too far. We're gonna drive our knees out. I really started doing it through CrossFit. There's so many components of weightlifting in CrossFit, and once I saw that, it just really clicked for me.
I like doing weightlifting and CrossFit because it helps you out with all of your other sports. It puts you to your best.
Good, so try to keep your heels on the ground, and everybody come down to this position. Put your arms out in front, good. Yes, good, oh look at how good Millie's is. We've had this gym open for 2 years. Oh my gosh, that was so good. So this time try to make your knees, maybe spread your feet just a little bit, Ace, a little bit wider. Troy and I have done CrossFit for about 4 years ourselves, and our kids started about the same time. And back up. And one more time, drop down. Once they started seeing us, they just, thought that was fun. Especially my oldest daughter and son wanted to be a part of it. That was one of our first priorities, is to develop a good kids program. Partly so our kids, had that opportunity to work out with other kids, because it's super fun.
On this side of the gym, we have the family CrossFit gym. It's different. Like, all my friends always want to come and shoot at the gym.
So Sadri, the oldest, she competed at nationals. It was actually only her second meet ever. She showed up in a gymnastics leotard, and we didn't know you had to have the official uniform. They almost didn't let her compete. Didn't have lifting shoes, all the other kids did. We were a little out of our element, but she was really good at it and went out there and won. Outlifted every other girl, and also her snatch was so good it broke the national record and set a new record.
The first time I went to nationals, it was exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time, and I learned not only that I could push myself, but I could do it with my family, and they'd be there by my side.
I have not been to nationals. This will be my first time, but I've watched my older sister Sadri, because I know I can be my best and just feel just like my sister.
I feel limitless. I can push myself to whatever I want, and it's really fun.
We played a game called Farmers and Lumberjacks.
Let's have all the girls be the lumberjacks, and our 3 boys are going to be the farmers.
They set up all these cones, and the lumberjacks would try and knock over the cones, and the farmers would put them up. All the girls were versus all the boys, and we kicked their butts. We were the lumberjacks. It's a lot easier to be a lumberjack than a farmer in the game, because the lumberjacks, they just whack them down, but the farmers actually have to pick it up and put it right side up and then run to the next one.
Yeah, that was fun. We just like lifted weights there, played on the ropes, learned how to climb ropes, and yeah, that was fun. They like taught us like certain moves to pull up the weights and stuff.
How much weight did you lift?
I didn't really lift the plates. I just lifted the bar. They never asked me to lift weights. Like everyone else, they asked to put on weights, except for Amelia and me, I think.
Did you put weights?
What? Yeah, so they never asked me to put on weights. I was the only person, for some reason, who didn't put on weights. I have no idea why. No one asked me to, so I'm like, I don't know which weight to put on. I'm just not gonna put one on, I guess. The bar was heavy enough for me though. So that was my weight. The bar was my weight to lift up.
They're pretty similar to us in some ways and pretty different from us in other ways. I mean, there's the obvious, we don't own a CrossFit gym, but they like to bond as a family, and they like to do things that make them feel good, and they like good food.
I think that sometimes people, they think they have a limit and they're afraid to go beyond the boundaries. I try my very best to do what I know I can do, but also strive to do the impossible.